I made CNN. Lovely. I can't wait to see what CNN said about me. So Tammy and I were going to have this great busy day, and it was going to be awesome, and we were going to get so much done around here, and I get a phone call saying, what do you think about the lawsuit? And I'm like, what lawsuit? And so anyway, SPLC is suing Patriot Movement AZ and AZ Patriots for exposing the churches and the illegal invasion at the churches. And so, God, my son keeps calling. So they, sorry, my phone keeps ringing. It has been ringing off the hook all day. Ask Tammy. So anyway, they're suing us for an injunction not to go to the churches anymore and expose the illegal invasion, which is funny because I haven't been to a church in like 5 months. So why this is coming now, I don't know. I think that there's something bigger in play that I think that none of us actually quite understand where it's going to go yet. But at this point, I truly feel like it's a frivolous lawsuit, first of all. They're saying that we violated their 13th Amendment rights, 13th Amendment, their civil rights, and I'm not quite sure how. I've talked to the police, and I broke no laws. Do they like my speech? No. We made them feel unsafe is what they say. Well, they make me feel unsafe. And so Tammy did record the whole interview, and they're just playing snippets. I only saw 12 News, which wasn't as bad as I expected it to be, but I wasn't very nice to her, so I kind of accused her already of probably giving us a very bad press. But the whole thing of we're white supremacists is such crap. In fact, we were kind of laughing because 2 of the defendants are Mexican citizens here on permanent residency. So if we're against Hispanics, I find that to be an interesting take on being against Mexicans. And I invited her to come to Mexico with me next time I go and stand with the Mexican nationals who are also against this invasion, which she flatly turned me down. So we apparently, Chris, we violated the civil rights of the churches, and they say that we violated the civil rights of specifically Hispanic churches, which is, again, funny and very easily defended by the fact that, no, actually, we went to all the churches that we knew of that were helping the illegal aliens. So just because they happen to be mostly Hispanic churches is not my fault. That would be just the nature of the beast. That's who was helping. And so, it is kind of funny, but they're painting us, I believe, the lawsuit says that we are anti-people of color. No, we're not. We're anti-LGBTQ, which, no, we're not. But most specifically, we're anti-Hispanic. And I said, well, that's funny because 50 countries are coming in. And I said, and anti-immigrant. And I said, I'm not anti-immigrant. I welcome people from across the world to come into this country who want to make this their home, who love the United States enough that they want to come in the right way. They want to come in and they want to make America their home, and they're proud Americans. I said, I welcome that. We all do. I think there's not one of us that would say that we don't. We all welcome that. But I said, I stand very firmly against the illegal invasion, and that's what I called it, because that's what it is. And so, and I was wearing my Not a Nazi shirt because it happened to be the first thing that I grabbed when they showed up at my door a little bit early. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's probably going to get ugly, and obviously none of us have been served. So I find that very odd that we had media calling and still calling and emailing constantly, but not one of us has been served, and there are 11 us that are specifically named in this ridiculous lawsuit. And our public statement is that we do not validate the frivolous lawsuit by an illegitimate organization like SPLC. So that is our official statement. SPLC, and I said SPLC didn't, they have offshore accounts where they're funneling money. One of their co-founders is a rampant racist and rapist and pedophile. And so it's like, don't they have anything better to do than come after us? So there's something bigger at play, you guys. And I just kind of feel that there's something else going on that we don't see yet. But clearly there's a big, Arizona is in play. They want Arizona really badly, and they want to shut us up. And so they're going to go to whatever lengths they need to go to. And right now that is attacking anybody that has a voice. And Patriot Movement AZ has been really super quiet. You know, we haven't been doing anything. I thank you, Martha. So, you know, I haven't been active in like 5 months because I've been trying to deal with things in my personal life and kind of taken a break from a lot of this stuff. And so I've been pretty quiet. And so for this lawsuit to come out of the middle of nowhere is interesting, to say the least. It's frivolous. It has no basis. And when you take the counts one at a time, hold on a minute, please. Yeah. Oh, hey, Zach. So when you take the counts one at a time, they're charging us, or not charging, but their allegations against us are that, you know, we're against people of color, that we harassed. And I told her, she's like, well, would you deny harassing? And I said, well, define harassment. Because harassment is an opinion. That's a feeling. It's not a fact. And so I feel harassed. And so, you know, I'm like, define harassment. And they said, well, did you threaten? And I said, I'm 5'2" and 110 pounds. So, and I never carried a gun on a church. To a church, I never carried a gun in any of this. But like I told them, that would be my Second Amendment right. And so I spoke only for myself. Thank you, Shannon. I did try to call you. That would be my Second Amendment right. So, and really what they're doing is trying to shut down my First Amendment right to free speech by labeling it as hate speech, which the Supreme Court has already ruled, even if they think it's hate speech, it's still free speech. And so they don't have a leg there. They don't have a leg with whether or not anybody that was with us at any point in time was carrying a firearm, because that's our Second Amendment right. We have a Second Amendment right, and in Arizona we have constitutional carry. So while I didn't personally carry a firearm, you know, I certainly am not going to tell somebody else. And so then they want to make sure that they try to silence us, and this is their way to do it. So we haven't been served yet. It has made international news. The media found out about it, I think, before it was even filed. So for whatever reason, they want to make an example out of us. And we're going to fight it. You know, they named people that were never even at a church. You know, they don't care. They're just grasping at straws and trying to do trying to do a blanket roundup of Arizona Patriots willing to stand up. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to go ahead and get out in front of it a little bit and let people know that, you know, it is frivolous. It is baseless. We are not white supremacists. We are not anti-immigrant. We are not anti-people of color. I'm a color. Everybody is a color. Everybody has a color. Mine color just happens to be white with polka dots. Other people have other colors. I could care less which color is. I could care less who you sleep with. So gay people, you know, I'm not anti-LGBT because I really don't care. What you do in your private life is your private life. So anyway, SPLC is trash. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to put it out there because everybody's going to see it. It's going to come out. Literally, Tammy was reading off the newspapers and it was like, holy crap. So 2 little grassroots organizations from Arizona are making international news because we outed churches for helping the illegal invasion. Oh, gosh, wow. You know, SPLC clearly has nothing better to do and a lot of freaking money. But just watch what you do, you guys. Be very mindful of who you stand with. Be very mindful of who you let in your inner circle. Be very mindful that you're paying attention to the laws. And know that everything that we say and everything that we do, just like this video, I'm sure SPLC will find a copy of it somehow. I'm sure somebody on my friends list is not supposed to be there, and SPLC will get a copy of it. Just remember to watch what you do, who you do it with, who you trust, who you stand with, and stand righteously. And I'm not going to say that I've always stood righteously. I'm not, sometimes I stand out of anger or out of frustration, but try to stand righteously and know that we are under attack. And it's more than left versus right, Trump versus the deep state, conservatives versus liberals. This is about God versus Satan and good versus evil. And we will win. I believe with everything in me that we will win. But this is just another test, though, that, we have to go through. So, anyway, just mindfulness, be careful what you do, be careful who you're standing with, and be careful what you say and what you do, because they're watching all of us. And that's it, you guys. Thanks for listening. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. Anyway, God bless America, man.